Alright everybody, today we are finally going to be installing a catch can on my Genesis Coupe. Now I know this mod is long overdue. This honestly should have been one of the very first mods that I ever did to my Genesis Coupe, but I guess it's better late than never. So let's go ahead and take a look at the catch can and then get to installing this thing. Alright everybody, here is the catch can. It's just a random $25 catch can from Amazon. I'm going to leave it linked down in the description below if you guys want to pick one up for yourself. Now obviously you don't have to get this catch can. There are many other that are very good. I'm pretty sure Saiku Michi or something like that and Mishimoto, they both make amazing catch cans, so by no means do you have to pick this one. I just went with this one because it was cheap and it seemed to come with almost everything you need. So inside the box here you got yourself some tubing, but we are going to be throwing this away and getting some real tubing that's not this, basically some better stuff. You got the catch can itself right here. Here's a better look at the catch can. It's actually pretty high quality, I'm not gonna lie. It feels really nice. It comes in with a built-in dipstick and everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then also down in the box, you got this steel wool-like stuff right here, which I'm also not going to be using this. I'm gonna set that aside and get some real steel wool. And then lastly, you have yourself your connectors and whatnot. So yeah, that's really all there is to the packaging. Let's go ahead and get to installing this thing. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do here is take off this hose right here. Now, it's kind of hard to see on the GoPro, I think, but it's this one with like a foam thing around it. Basically it connects to right here. Yeah, to make this one easier to take off, you might as well take this one off. It's not gonna hurt anything. And also unscrew this bolt right here so you can take this whole sensor off. But yeah, basically you're gonna want to take this hose off right here. It connects to here and then down here. I think you can see it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this off. Now this should just slide right off and we can put it out the way, I guess right here. Yeah, it's probably gonna be kind of hard to, never mind. Got it. Got it, get it. One side off, now we just gotta get down there off. All right, we finally got this little thing off. The bottom end is super hard to disconnect, but it's off. Now we're just gonna head over to Lowe's and get ourselves some proper tubing actually, and that should be all we need to install this thing. One more thing I forgot to mention that we're going to need is some sort of bracket to get this catch can mounted. I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna mount it at. We might do it right here. I'm not sure, but don't forget a bracket. All right, so we just got back from the store. We picked up 2 feet of 3/8 and 1/2 inch heater hose. We got some brackets from Lowe's, got this from Advanced Auto. And then also I wanted to say, I forgot to get any steel wool. So we are just going to use this wire mesh thing that came with it. And I figured I would show you guys where this goes real quick. So in the top of the catch can, there's this little filter looking thing. This one actually screws apart. And then the steel wool or the wire mesh, whatever you decide to use, just goes in here and that filters everything out. We're gonna cut this in half because it won't all fit in there. Just shove that down in there. And then screw the cap back on. Then the filter just screws back in here. All right, now the catch can is pretty much fully assembled. We're just gonna figure out how to get this thing mounted. Forgot to mention, you gotta screw these nozzles into the top of the catch can cap. One thing that we forgot to get is Teflon tape. You're supposed to put it around the threads to make sure nothing leaks out. Now, I'm not gonna do that right now, but I am gonna do it in the future. But just know, you need to put Teflon tape around these threads. So there's the out and the in slots where you're supposed to put the nozzles in. You wanna put the 1/2 inch going out and the 3/8 going in. I don't have the hose on me, but the hose we took off, it goes from 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So yeah, oh, never mind, it's right here. So yeah, it goes from 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So you want 3/8 going in and then 1/2 inch going out. So we actually ended up finding some Teflon tape. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this around the threads real quick. All right, so now we're just gonna get the can mounted on the bracket. So here's how we got the can mounted on the bracket. Now we're just gonna stick it right here. And the only reason I have this spot open right here is because I have an aftermarket intake on. So if you still have the stock one on, you're gonna have to find a new spot to put it, but we're gonna put mine right here. One down. There we go. All right, so we went ahead and we put the hoses on, and now we're putting the clamps on for this side. Just remember the 3/8 hose goes in and then the 1/2 inch hose goes out. All right, then you're just gonna feed the hose through here, line it up with this bracket right here. Hopefully you guys can see, and then screw it in.
Now we're going to drill out that other hole to size and screw the second one in. So these screws that we're using right here, they're wide thread, like sheet metal screws. So we drilled the hole a little bit smaller than the screw threads itself. That way it gave it something nice to hold on to, and it should just go right on in.
If you had self-tapping screws, it would make it a whole lot easier. All right, I think the can is mounted. Now we just gotta hook the hoses up. Looks pretty good. Which one is this, the 3/8? So the 3/8 one down there is attached. Now we're just attaching the 1/2 inch one. We left the 3/8 inch one at the full 2 feet. We didn't cut anything off of that one. We probably cut about 6 inches off of this one, the 1/2 inch one. After we get this slid in, it should be hooked up and ready to go. All right, now the catch can is hooked up. We just have to hook up everything else that we unplugged, like this thing, the sensor and whatnot, and then we're good to go. All right, everything is completely put back together. Now I just need to go ahead and start it and make sure there's no leaks in the hoses. I don't hear anything abnormal, that is. I'm pretty sure everything's good to go. I guess let's take it for a drive and see how it goes. I had to get out and move these rocks at the bottom of the driveway. I'm tired of dodging them. Look how big they are. Number 2. We'll do one more here. Alright everybody, so I've been driving around for a while now. Everything seems to be fine. There's no leaks. I don't hear any weird noises or anything. I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Now, honestly, the install was way easier than I thought it would be. The hardest part was literally getting the bracket bent into place and figuring out exactly how we're gonna mount it. But once we got that figured out, it took us like 5 minutes to put everything together. So yeah, honestly, the install is super easy. Now, next video, I will open up the catch can, see what's going on inside of it, make sure there's oil actually going into it, and make sure I didn't mess anything up. I'd say by only driving it for like 20-30 minutes now, there's not going to be anything in there, and it's way too hot to try to unscrew it. I'm not trying to burn my hand right now. But yeah, next video I'll show you guys what it looks like inside there, and we'll make sure it's working right and everything. But I'm pretty positive it's good to go. Like I said, this is just some random Amazon catch can. There's really a million different options you could go with. I've heard really good things about the Saiku Michi or something like that, and the Mishimoto ones. Those are both really great options to go with. But yeah, that is really going to wrap it up for this video, everybody. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, do not forget to drop a like and subscribe. Peace out. I will see you guys in the next one.